Hey folks, let's talk about agency theory real fast. Now, agency theory simply has the idea that there are members of society, and these members of society serve as principals. Principals then delegate their work towards societal goals to the agents. So principals, all of us in society, we have things that need to get done for society, so we're going to delegate these things we need to get done to agents. Now, agents are going to actually do those things for us, or at least they should. These agents take the form of intergovernment organizations, NGOs as well, all these different things that we work for and that we have doing things for us. So for example, the European Parliament, the European organization right there that kind of delegates tasks for the for the EU developing proposals. These are individuals that the members of the EU have elected, and then they represent them. So the task governing the EU, principals elect these agents, the parliamentarians, and they're the ones who are supposed to do it. Now, the agents should work from us, and they should have autonomy. So they do kind of work on their own, and they should be working on behalf of the principals. However, that is not always the case. An example of this that you can see would be the European Parliament, which I just previously talked about. They have a high salary. Because they have a high salary, it's a lot easier for them to be corrupted. Now, this is just the theory. I'm not saying that members of the European Parliament are all corrupt. However, I'm just saying the principle and the idea, or the idea here is that it could be easier to corrupt them. Now, the image you're going to see right here is going to explain this. Adapted, you can see right down there from the citation. I just want to explain this to you to hopefully have it make more sense. We have the principal, right? The principal, members of society, or the individual who wants a certain task. Now we have the agent, the person they're getting the task from. So a good example that I can use to explain this would be you as a principal are a person who wants to buy a car, okay? You are going to go and you're going to go to the dealership. The dealership and the person selling you that car, they would be the agent. Now, both the agent and the principal have self-interest. As the principal, in this situation of buying a car, you want to get the best vehicle possible, and you want to get it at the best price possible. You want to make sure the vehicle runs, it's in good condition, doesn't have a history of wrecks, all these different things. The agent's self-interest is to make the most amount of money possible while also selling a vehicle. So their self-interest is to make a lot of money. Your self-interest is to save money. Because of this, there's going to be a bit of an imbalance. You're going to work together to try to figure these things out. But again, this idea of an imbalance is there. And this imbalance is called the information asymmetry. So the agent knows things that they're going to use based off of what they know and how they're going to be kind of taking care of their own self-interest. You know things, you're going to use that based off of what you want to know. So the agent has an idea in their mind of the lowest price they're willing to sell that vehicle for. You, in your mind, have an idea of the highest price you're willing to pay for that agent. There likely will be some overlap. However, the agent's not going to say the lowest price right away because there's a possibility that you, as the principal, are going to be willing to pay more than that, and therefore the agent's self-interest of making more money is in not telling you that. Likewise, you as the principal are not going to tell the agent the highest price you're willing to pay because there's a possibility that the agent will sell that vehicle to you for a less price or lower price. Therefore, in protecting your own self-interest, you're not going to say that. So this information asymmetry is kind of what causes a bit of the problem here. So the principal, again, delegates the task or the work. They have some control and some monitoring over this. The agent, again, is performing the work. However, there's the opportunism and the hidden action going in here. So it's kind of this idea that both the principal and the agents have different self-interest in mind, and they're going to be using that in terms of figuring out how we're going to work on this thing. So the agency theory is something that's really important to understand in terms of government, particularly among the principal, those who are electing likely representatives to represent us, and the agent, the members of the system of government. Are they actually representing us as people, or are they representing themselves? How can we see this? How do we have that accountability? Because there's that information asymmetry that's going to lead to this kind of imbalance of power and kind of could lead to more instability. Comments, questions, and let me know. I'll see you later. Good luck.